crafters, it's Darling Craftlet or Raven here for another fantastic Saturday. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made this Tarepanda inspired spring pen. Tarepanda, or however you would like to pronounce it, is actually one of my favorite Sanex characters. I just think they're so super cute. This pen is pretty simplistic, but I really like how it came out. As always, feel free to customize it however you wish. Well, let's get started. First, you're going to need your clay. To know the exact colors and materials I use, please check the description box below. You'll also need your clay tools and a rolling pin or pasta machine. First, I created my sky color with a pearl blue and a lighter one. I rolled them into logs, then twisted them together several times. After that, I rolled it into a ball. Then I made it into another long snake and repeated the process one more time. Once that's done, you want to roll it out thinly. Also roll out your grass color. I did this with my pasta machine on the second thinnest setting. Now you're going to need a bakeable pen, some pliers to assist in ink removal, and optional a paintbrush handle to help hold the pen. Be sure to remove the ink from the pen as this cannot go into the oven. Trim your clay to create straight edges. Line up your pen and cut away the appropriate amount. Then you want to manipulate and roll the clay onto the pen and trim away any excess clay. Now pinch and blend the clay together. You can insert the paintbrush handle now to make things easier. Roll your pen with a flat hand on your work surface to even and smooth out your clay. Remember to pop any air bubbles with a needle tool or blade and blend it out. I also rounded off the top of the pen. Cut away any extra clay to make the bottom nice and even. Now I flatten a ball on top of the pen in an oval shape, and I did this in my same sky color. Now blend all the way around. For the clouds, you want to roll your clay into a very thin snake. You can create any swirly design you wish on the top portion of your pen, and you gently want to press it into place. You can do this randomly, and this is what mine looks like. For the flowers, you want to cut up some strips out of some rolled out green clay. I decided to go for a darker green for this part instead of the same shade as the grass. For each flower, add a stem of this to the pen at any height you would like. For the petals, I flattened an oval of clay. You can add as many petals as you would like, and textured it with my clay tool. For the flower base, I pressed a small oval of the dark green clay underneath of the petals. Then I molded it in place to hug the curves of the flower with my clay tool. For the leaves or tall grass, I cut out some freehand ones out of some rolled out green clay. I placed one on each side of the flower, but you can add more or fewer, or if you would like, you can even add smaller leaves to the stems. That is completely up to you. I textured these with my needle tool. For the grass portion, I used my clay tool again to add some short strokes upwards to add a little bit of texture. This is what that looks like. For the large panda, I created a tall rounded oval with a curvature at the bottom. I rolled out a black log tapered at both ends and pinched it so it was thinner in the middle. Place this behind the head. For the body, you want to slightly flatten an oval of white clay and trim off one end. Then you want to add this to the panda. For the legs, I created a short log, again tapered on both sides, and then I just cut off the ends. I created a space for them with my ball tool, then added the legs in place. I missed filming this, but you also want to blend them in a little. Then for the ears, I rolled out a short log, flattened it, and cut off each end. Then I arranged them onto the panda. Once I had them where I liked them, I blended them in. For the tail, I made an indent with my ball tool, Then gently flatten a ball of clay in the space I just created. I made my second panda the same way, only smaller. And I added the large panda on top of the pen. If you would like, you can use some wire and some Bacon Bond to add extra stability to your creation. After you add that, you can put your tiny panda into place. I like him off to the side, but you can center him or do whatever you like. To clean and smooth out your pen, use some acetone or rubbing alcohol and some cotton swabs. Be sure to use a new swab for each clay color. Once it's clean, it's time to bake. And you want to do so at 265 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 to 25 minutes, or the temperature and time for your pen and oven. When it's cool, you can paint. For this pen, I just added the eyes and nose. This is what mine looks like. After your paint is dry, you can glaze, and I recommend a polyurethane or varathane gloss varnish and a soft acrylic brush. For extra protection and shine, I did 4 layers. Once your glaze is dry, you can reinsert the ink and you're done. This is how my pen came out, and I just think it's super adorable. Having 2 Tarepandas, I just think it just adds a little something extra. I think this is perfect for spring, and I'm super happy with it. For 2 additional entries into my giveaway, make sure you entered on the original video and answer this question. What animal would you love to see in person? Let me know in the comments. Thank you all so much for joining me for another Pentastic Saturday. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would love it if you followed me on my social media, and my accounts are listed on the screen. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more crafty goodness, and I'll see you guys all soon. Bye! Hey there! More information and a link to my giveaway can be found in the description box below. If you missed this, you can check it out by following the link in the description or by clicking the screen.